This episode is made possible by Kikomom, aka My Mom's Kitchen. At My Mom's Kitchen, if you mess up, you get
What's good, everybody? I'm Isaac, and I hope you guys are doing well, doing good, staying safe, and most importantly, I hope you guys are staying home. Yeah, so today we are gonna do something a little different to lighten the mood. But before that, as most of you guys already know, I think Garms, we like to emphasize a lot about the history behind the items that we have in store. This is not only pertaining to how to identify true vintage, as we did in our previous video, but also on the daily, we like to share background history, we like to share references, we like to share facts, we like to engage you guys in trivias on our IG story and our posts. This is done in part to assist you guys expand three things. So one is expand your palette in clothing choices. Number two, to expand your knowledge in all these pop culture references. And number three, to expand your appreciation in vintage clothing in general beyond its face value. So what are we going to do today? Well, we'll be combining our love for pop culture and something that everybody can relate to: food. But how are we going to go about doing that? Well, first up, we'll be talking about 5 different pop culture references. It can be a movie, it can be a TV show, an anime, a cartoon, it could be even a song. And in each of these individual pop culture references comes with an iconic food scene or an iconic food reference. What we're going to do is discuss a bit about the pop culture reference. Secondly, we're going to showcase the food scene, we're going to replicate the food, we're going to eat it and review it. So without further ado, let's begin with our first pop culture reference.
You are a bitch!
Why? Because I'm telling the truth? That makes me a bitch?
No, because you know how shitty that is to do to someone, and you don't got the balls to stand up to your friends and tell them that you're gonna like who you wanna like.
Okay, what about you, you hypocrite? Why don't you take Allison to one of your heavy metal vomit parties? Or take Brian out to the parking lot at lunch and get high? Or what about Andy, for that matter? What about me? What would your friends say if we were walking down the hall together? They'd laugh their asses off, and you'd probably tell them that you were doing it with me so they'd forgive you for being seen with me.
Don't you ever talk about my friends. You don't know any of my friends, you don't look at any of my friends, and you certainly wouldn't condescend to speak to any of my friends. So you just stick to the things that you know. Shopping, nail polish, your father's BMW, and your poor, rich, drunk mother in the Caribbean.
Shut up!
And as far as being concerned about what's gonna happen when you and I walk down the hallways of school, you can forget it, because it's never gonna happen. Just bury your head in the sand and wait for your fucking prom.
I hate you.
Yeah? Good.
So, can you guess what movie that is? Yep, that is the 1985 film The Breakfast Club. So what exactly is The Breakfast Club about? Well, The Breakfast Club is about 5 students from different social cliques in a high school. You have your princess, which is the prom queen, the popular girl. Next you have the brain, aka the nerd. Next you have the basket case, aka the outcast. Also you have the athlete, aka the jock, the sportsman. And lastly you have the criminal, aka the rebel. 5 of them had to spend a Saturday in a library for 9 hours serving detention. And they were given a task during detention to write an essay with the title, "Who You Think You Are?" of no less than 1,000 words. So as you probably already guessed, putting 5 students of different social cliques from a high school in a movie would definitely cause some friction, right? And that was what happened, They argued, they quarreled, they even fought. And throughout the movie, they slowly opened up and learned more about one another. And as much as they seem very different, they found similarities and common ground amongst themselves. The Breakfast Club, at the very core, is a movie about shattering stereotypes. It is about the identity, the images, and expectations we place on ourselves and other people. It is one of the defining movies from the 80s. It was touted as culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant. I do recommend this film, The Breakfast Club, especially to you younger guys and those out there, as it talks about peer pressure, being yourself, parental expectations, basically the whole navigating through your adolescent stage in life. At the core of it, it is very, 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 very relatable. Even 30 over years, 25 years now, still relevant. So if you guys are interested in similar 80s teen movies, coming of age movies, I'll recommend St. Elmo's Fire, 16 Candles, and Pretty in Pink. Yeah, so do check them out as well. And right now, let's take a look at the iconic food scene in The Breakfast Club.
That's your problem.
Okay, so after looking at Allison's meal in The Breakfast Club, right now we have all the ingredients necessary to make the exact same meal. So what do we have here? We have white bread, we have butter or margarine if you want, with a can of Coke. And in the film she uses these packet of sugar called pixie sticks. Essentially what they are actually a flavoured sugar. So it comes with like grape, apple, different flavours. Since we don't have them in Singapore, I have to stick to just normal sugar sachets. And in the film, she also uses Captain Crunch cereals. Captain Crunch is a honey-based cereal, so I just got a honey-based cereal right here to substitute. She threw the ham away, and so we don't need to have the ham. We will just spread the butter or margarine. Okay, that's the base. Oh, I think it's going to be like damn sweet, but we'll find out. Okay, after that, what she did was she opened the sachet of sugar and she emptied it onto the bread itself. This is not healthy for kids. Please So, and then she empties the other one in here. And next for to add a little flavor, more flavor in fact, pours the cereal over. And what she does is she crushes them with her palms, this, to flatten them into the bread. And then she does the same for the next one. Okay, I have seriously no idea how I'm going to eat this, but we will just... And then what she does next, puts them all together. Okay, and ready for the taste test. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, I think I need to have a deeper bite. Let me wash down the sweet fruit with a sweet drink. Why not, right? Interesting. Okay, to be honest, I feel like it wasn't as sweet as I expected it to be. Maybe because I did. It's honestly not as sweet as I imagined it to be, but I highly do not recommend anyone eating this. It's super unhealthy. I would probably rate this, honestly, it's probably like a 3. Yeah, it's a 3 out of 10. We're done with Allison's sugar cereal sandwich. So let's move on to the next pop culture reference.